Hello students, welcome to our class. Students, we have been discussing about the unit symmetry. You have learned what is rotational symmetry and you also learned how the symmetry is been divided by the line of symmetry for a concerned shape. When we talk about symmetry, symmetry is defined as a balanced and a proportionate similarities which is found in two halves of an object. So that is one half is the mirror image of the other half. So that is how we can define a symmetry. So shall we see the last part of the symmetry? So the last part of the symmetry is translational symmetry. The translational symmetry can be explained with the examples when we see about the other symmetries too. Now students, let us recap what we have learned in our previous videos as well as classes, and now it is time for us to discuss this unit in detail. So shall we get into our part now, students? Okay. Symmetry, as you all know, is defined as a balanced and a proportionate similarity which is found in two halves of an object. That is, one half is the mirror image of the other half, that you know. And the imaginary line that is drawn on the half of the symmetrical figure is defined as the line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. So you know about the basic of symmetry. Now let us learn in detail. When we take an object in our part, we can just segregate the object based on the line of symmetry. So the line of symmetry should give you the identical part of that image. So that is what symmetry is. Now what is the line of symmetry? A line on which a figure can be folded so that both the sides match or identical figure. So that is line of symmetry. Next, now let us take a small example here. Can you see the picture of the heart? If I draw the line of symmetry, the two equal that means the two halves match exactly on it. When you trace a heart and fold the paper and cut it, and you can see the whole heart, the two halves are symmetrical. So this is the basic example of symmetry. Now let us see this flag. So United States flag, is it symmetrical? No. When I cut it into half, I cannot get the exact same half or identical image of both. No. So when I cut the Canada flag into half, I will get the symmetry. So this shows one line of symmetry. And the next one, Maryland, no. Even though it has similar images, but it will be in an opposite side. So for England, obviously, we can cut it. The next one is, let us look into other objects. So this object shows a line of symmetry. Yes, it shows 1 and 2, and this also. When you see the other objects, these objects give you a perfect symmetrical halves. Next one, and we learned about the polygons. According to the size and angle, you can cut the polygon of it. So when you tick on to the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you have 5 polygon. 5 line of symmetry for a regular polygon. First one can be will be an example of equilateral triangle, square. Okay. And this pentagon, hexagon and octagon are the other examples, are the best examples to show you the line of symmetry based on the edges or the corners. Now, next one, rotation symmetry. You know, by the center of it, you can find the order of symmetry. Fixing the center of the symmetry, you have to rotate the object according to its vertex, then you will get the value. So the fixation point will be your correct exact middle point of it, and then if you rotate according to it, you can get the order of symmetry. Next one is translational symmetry. I'll tell you the best example of translational symmetry is nothing but when your mother starts to put column on her front of a house, you can see the exact identical symmetrical part that meets the next part. So, one example is the pointed column is the best example for the symmetry because it gives you the identical shapes. So symmetry or translational symmetry is nothing but it is an action or a sliding part of an image. When you see the exact same image that is let's say an exact same image or the same pattern of slides to the next position, when it tries to move to the position, you can find the same art like a similar object in a continuous pattern or a continuous slide of position is called as translational symmetry. Okay, let me show you this octagon. See, the octagon is translated. See how many octagons are there behind it? But you can tell the exact images as a translation image. So the best example is for translation is chessboard. Next, reflection symmetry. A result for the reflection symmetry is nothing but when you cut the figure into identical part, it should give you the exact image of the other one. So that will be your reflectional symmetry. Now let us learn the translational symmetry again. So the translational symmetry is nothing but when the pattern or slides occurs into a continuous part or a continuous movement, either rotational or reflection. So this is called as translational symmetry. So the translational patterns can be the best examples of column, chessboards and any other art that is continuously to it. So that is called as translational symmetry. So now let us see about reflection symmetry. It is the result of the exact image that can be flipped over the line. So this is your exact image of a reflection symmetry. The next one is, now it is time for us to play a small game. Which shape shows reflection? Yes, obviously the green part shows the perfect match for reflection and the red diamond shape shows the reflection or shows the representation of rotation, and then pentagon shows the reflection, the translational order. So this is the difference between rotation, reflection and translation. Now it is time for us to leave, but let us recap from the first again. Shall we recap, student? So this is a small part. With this part our class ends. So the first thing that we saw is about, yes, obviously we learned what is symmetry, and you also learned about the line of symmetry. So how to draw a line of symmetry. In the rotational symmetry, you learn to put an order for the rotation, okay, based on, let us say, based on the figure, how the rotation or the angles you showed the rotational symmetry. So rotation means is nothing but with the center of an object or turning around the center, it should give you the exact identical part of that shape. Okay, during a complete rotation an object moves through how many degrees students? Yes, obviously it is 360 degree. Okay, so the best examples are trying to flip an object which is for example, let's take a star. 1 2 3 4 5. A star has 5 corners, so you will have a rotation of order of 5. So that is how you try to improvise. So how many line of symmetry does this regular polygon have? Order of symmetry is different from line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is drawn towards the particular line where you find the identical part. But order of symmetry is nothing but a rotation according to the figure. Okay. Now, this is rotation, making a turn or action figure around the point or a vertex. Then the next one is rotation. If you try to click onto it, you will get the try to rotate it according to your order of symmetry. Next one is translational symmetry. Translational symmetry is nothing but when you see a figure or a pattern that continuously occurs to, or for example, let's say when a pattern slides to a new position. Okay, so you can see the continuous images, and the translation can be seen in art. The best example is the chessboard seems to follow the translation. It has black and white squares, no? So that is the best examples of a translational symmetry. And the last but not least, we learnt about the reflectional symmetry. The reflection symmetry shows the identical, that means the reflection part of whatever it is. We also discussed in alphabets as well as an object too. Okay, for example, a square has how many line of symmetry? Can you tell me? Yes, a square has 4 line of symmetry. And for example, an isosceles triangle has? Yes, 2 line of symmetry. So last but not least, here we have shown the objects that are being segregated for reflection, translation and rotation. When you see the rotational part, the diagram has been flipped or turned or rotated. In the reflection part, it shows the exact image in the reflected position. Okay, translation is when an object or an art that is slided to this new slides with many number of figures, that is called translational. So these are the difference between rotation, reflection and translation. With this, we end this unit. Our third term portions are ended by this. So you will be having the revision part, as well as I'll be giving you all your book back answers. I have given you all the book back answers, but again I will try to give you all the book back answers in a video for the next week. So students, get ready for your exams and be aware of getting your classwork signed. So thank you students for your cooperation.